So once you get to the main login page, you're going to want to go ahead and enter your username or email, followed by your password, and click the login button. This is going to bring you into the main page of the dashboard. Now the first time that you're going to enter this platform, it's actually going to take you to Settings and Preferences tab, where you're going to be instructed to fill out a couple things, namely your password. But first here, you're going to ensure that your first and last name is correct. Fill out your gender, ethnicity, your grade level, the state, and the time zone. Your school name should already be selected for you, and then your account type is here as well. Here's where you're going to reset your password. You're going to enter the current password and select a new one, and then confirm, and then save the settings. Below this, you can kind of set the email settings. If you're a student, you're going to have a second tab where you can enter your parents' email address, and they will be able to get notifications from the platform as well. Directly below that is where you're going to see the notification settings. Now you can turn these on or off with just a click of a button, and you can select which notifications you want to receive throughout the notification center. Going back to the main dashboard, we're going to go through some of the main areas. We're going to go ahead and start with test prep here. Now, as you can see, the grades are down the side column here. You can always select any grade. All the content's always available to you. If you get to an area where you're not quite comfortable and you need a little bit more practice, you can always go down a grade or two. And if you feel that you've advanced if you feel that you've taken a good grasp of all the content, you can move forward. I don't like it. I'm going to start over. Now once you're here in the main login page, what you're going to do is enter the username or email, followed by your password, and click the login button. Once you do that, it's going to take you right into the main dashboard of the platform. If this is your first time entering the platform, you're going to be taken to the Settings and Preferences tab automatically, where you're going to be instructed to fill out some information. As you can see, it's a first name and last name, gender, ethnicity, grade level, state, and time zone. School name should already be selected for you. And here's where you're directly below that. Here's where you're going to reset the password. So what you're going to do is enter the password that you've been given and select a new one and confirm. Save the settings here. Directly below that are email settings, and for every student there's actually going to be a second tab here for parents' email. So if your parents would like to be notified of certain things going on inside the platform, they can enter their email there and get notified as well. Directly below that are the settings, and you can dictate which notifications you would like to receive by just clicking them on or off. Going back to the main dashboard here, we're going to go through each one of these sections, starting with test prep. Alright, the test prep, as you can see, you've got all the grades down the left side of the screen. You can select any grade level that you would like to practice more in, or if you'd like to move on to more advanced areas, you can go forward in grade level as well. We're going to go ahead and start off in grade 9, and we're going to go ahead and show you some end of course content. And we'll go ahead and go through one of these practice quizzes. Now there's different levels: practice, quiz, test, and then the videos that are associated with it. Practice is great for small, quick, practice. Quiz if you want to do a timed version, and then a test is a larger amount of questions that you want timed as well. Always a great idea to go ahead and start out with practice and get your feet wet. Now all of the questions are actually going to have the ability to do a text-to-speech. As you can see, it's right here. You would just click the play button and it would play all the text over audio for you. You can see the total number of questions. We're on question number 1 of 5. And then you can see all the answer choices down on the right. In the top right, you can see you have time remaining. So during the algebra test, you're going to see the quiz. Yeah, that's weird. All right. Well, oh my God. And once you reach the main login page, you're going to, once you make it to the main login page, you're going to go ahead and enter your username or email, followed by your password, and go ahead and click the login button. Once you click that, it's going to take you directly into the main dashboard. However, if this is the first time you're entering the dashboard, you're going to be directed to the Settings and Preferences tab. Here you're going to have all your information: your first name, last name, gender, ethnicity, grade level, state, and time zone. School name should already be selected for you. Directly below that, you're going to see password settings. This is going to be the section where you go ahead and set up a new password. Directly below that, you're going to see the email settings. This is if you would like to update your email to receive notifications to a different location, or if you would like to include your parents' email. Now, all the students are actually going to have a second box right below this where they can enter their parents' email as well to receive notifications from the platform. Directly below that, you'll see the individual notification settings. If parents' email was input, there's going to be a second area right here with the same notification tabs. If you want to turn any of these off or on, just a simple click, and then it'll be saved. Now, going back to the main dashboard, we're going to go through each section individually. First and foremost here, most importantly, is the test prep. Once you enter the test prep section, you're going to see all the grades on the left side of the screen, K through 12. If you like to go over some lower grade level content, you can do that. If you'd like to advance into further, more difficult content, you can do that here as well. All this content is always available to you. We're going to go ahead and take a quick quiz for the end of course. As you can see, once you click on end of course, there's many different sections below it. We're going to go ahead and take an algebra quiz. Now, once you make it to the main login page, you're going to want to go ahead and enter your username or email, followed by your password, and then click the login button. Once you click the login button, it's going to take you to the main dashboard page where you can see all the sections. If this is the first time you're entering the platform, it will take you to the Settings and Preferences tab where you have all your information here. Your first name, your last name, your gender, ethnicity, grade level, state, and time zone. The school name should already be selected for you. Directly below that section, you're going to see password settings. This is where you want to come if you want to set up a new password. Directly below that is your email settings for your individual email. If you'd like to change your email where you receive notifications, you can do that here. All students will actually have a section that they can input their parents' email, and they would enter it here. And the notification settings is directly below it, and you can turn these settings on or off depending on what notifications you like to receive. Now, going back to the main dashboard, you can see all the main sections here: test prep, resources, top drive, whiteboards, calendar, analytics, and notifications, with some other tools and resources over here as well. First, we're going to go ahead and dive directly into the test prep. Now, you can see all the grades on the left side of the screen, K through 12. You can select any content that you would like. If you need some more practice, you can go back a grade level or two. If you would like to advance into harder content, you can do that as well. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the end of course section. And as you can see, there's many different sections underneath the end of course test. We're going to go ahead and take an algebra quiz, show you how this works. Now, first thing you're going to see is actually this text-to-speech option here. So you can have the question read to you for any of those that may need it. You can literally click the play button. It does text-to-speech. Directly to the right, you can see the number of questions remaining. We're on 1 of 5. And in the top right corner, you can see time remaining. So we have 15 minutes to take this quiz test. Now, when you make it to the main login page, you're going to go ahead and enter your username or email, followed by your password, and click the login button. This will bring you directly to the main dashboard page. If this is the first time you're entering the dashboard, though, you're actually going to be directed to the Settings and Preferences tab, where all your information can be found: your first name, your last name, gender, ethnicity, grade level, state, and time zone. The school name should be selected for you. Directly below that setting, you're going to see the password settings. This is where you can change your password. Email settings, where you can change your email. And if you're a student, you're actually going to have an extra tab for your parents' email if they would like to be included in any notifications. Here are the individual notification settings, which you can turn on or off with a simple click. As you can see, every time you do that, it's going to successfully save it, let you know. And let's go ahead and go back to the main dashboard page and take a look at test prep. Now from this page you can see all the grades on the far left. You can access any content you would like at any time. If you'd like more practice on old content, you can do that here. If you'd like to advance into harder content, you can do that here as well. Here you can see all the different sections that are included. We're going to go ahead and take a look at end of course. And below that you can see a lot of other sections that are included here as well. We're actually going to go ahead and take an algebra quiz. The first thing you see is actually the text-to-speech option. You can do that here, and you can play the text from the questions. Directly to the right of that you can see the number of questions remaining and how many questions you've taken. We're on number 1 of 5. In the top right you can see the time remaining for this individual quiz. Now we're just going to go ahead and select answers. All you do is click on the box, it lights up, and you click submit. One thing I'd also like to add is that you can see in the bottom left corner is the select language tab. If you'd like to change this to a different language, if English isn't your first language, you can also do that here. We have lots of different languages that can be translated into. So if you need to take advantage of that, you can do so. Now, as soon as you finish the quiz, you're going to be directed to the analytics page, where it's going to give you your the test you took or the quiz you took, the percent you got correct, and then it's going to give you a brief overview of what you got right and wrong. So you can see I got a 40%, not very well, and the answers in red I got incorrect, and it tells you what the correct answer was. And then the answers that I did get correct are in green. Now below you can always share this on Facebook, or share on Twitter, or share with your friends. If you feel like you got 100 and you want to challenge them, you can do that here. If you'd like more practice, you can generate a new quiz. You can do that right here. Now we're going to go ahead and click exit. We're going to go into a different area of the platform. Before I move on, you can actually see here at the bottom of the list, you can see my history. So every quiz or test that you take will go into the history. For those of you that just want to take a practice, as we showed you, there's a practice. Those will not be logged. So you can practice all you want. That won't be saved in your history. But as you can see, every single test that you've ever taken will be listed here. So it's a quick way to kind of monitor your performance over long term. So going back to the main dashboard of the page, we're going to take a look at resources. Now, as you can see, we're on educational resources books. So there's over 4,589 books right now. This number is always being added to or subtracted from, depending on how many books we have in our system available to you at that time. And directly below, you can see which books we have. If you'd like to search for art books, you can literally just click on a category and then click on the book. It'll pull it up. Right below the image, which is loading right now, you can actually see an embed link. Now this can be used to save this link into and add it to different message boards, or if you'd like to save it to send to a teacher, or if a teacher would like to send this to their student, this is where you would do that to share with each other. So it's a very great tool to kind of quickly share some great information that you may have found, or your teachers may have found that you want to save for later. Now, like I said, if you do want to save it for later, you can actually just add it to your top drive. We're going to be going over that here shortly, but here's how you would do it. You just literally click add to top drive and it's saved. Now that's the books. Videos work exactly the same way. 4,700 approximately videos, and all educational videos, and they're all listed down here. You can literally just search for what you want. If you like to look for an algebra video, you just do that here and it pulls up algebra videos. Alright, now going back to the main dashboard, we're going to take a look at the top drive we were talking about. Okay, so you can see you have a place for documents and photos. You can also favorite items. Items that were shared with you will be under this tab. You can also look back at items that you shared with others. Now those links I was talking about, you can always share by link via this tab right here. If you want to go back to the Top Scholar dashboard, you literally just click on your name over here. There's a drop down and you click the Top Scholar tab. Next thing we're going to be discussing is whiteboards. It's a kind of fun tool that you can use to just draw, goof around, or if you'd like to teach younger students their alphabet, it's actually a really cool tool, especially when you use it on a tablet or iPad or anything of that nature. It's a really fun thing to use. So we're going to go ahead and create a new one. As you can see, there's no template here, so I can literally just draw on it whatever I want. Erase it if I don't like that, which I'm not a very good drawer, so we're going to do that. Let's take a look at the templates here. We're going to click on A. Brings up the letter A. Now it's a little tough to do with a mouse. You can still do it, but it's great when working with a pen on a tablet or your finger on a tablet. It's real good for teaching kids how to draw A's and B's and numbers and all those kind of things. So it's a kind of a fun thing to do, and you can see you can do it over and over and help them get practice on writing their alphabets. And I'm sure their handwriting will be much better than mine. But you can also save that here. So you save it. Erase it. Click on Do. Brings it right back. You can always go to My Whiteboards, and you can see the whiteboard we just saved is going to be directly here. You can see when you create it as well. Alright, now going back to the main dashboard page, we're going to keep moving along. Next thing we're going to take a quick look at is the calendar. Now, as you can see, our tests are actually already, our classes are already loaded in here. These will be adjusted depending on which classes you have or which events that you have. We went ahead and populated with classes at 7 o'clock. So these times would always be different. Clearly we wouldn't have 2 classes at 7, but you can change these accordingly. It seems like today we have 7 o'clock ACT test prep. So you can click on that and it'll bring the class up for you, which gives you upcoming assignments, upcoming calendar events, which we have no events right now. If you'd like to leave a message about the class or anything like that, you can do that here. And click Post Comment. So it gives you a way to kind of quickly interact with your class. These are all the other things that go along with individual classes. You can manage the class, attend. I think that's actually only going to be for supervisors, but you can check attendance, do grade books, assignments, and visit the top drive for the class, all right here. Going back to the main dashboard again, we're going to take a quick look at analytics. We did see the history earlier, but we're going to dive a little bit deeper here and take a closer look. As you can see, we have a lot of students that haven't quite set up their information yet, and you can kind of see the different names that are available. Real fast, we're just going to take a quick overview of the school analytics. Now here's you can see the date range for the analytics. We're going to go back quite a ways. Let's go back to a year and let's just kind of take a look. You can see how many active users are in this school, how many users have logged on, how many users have taken tests, how many tests have been taken, and then some other interesting analytics here as well. Right below that you can see the student activity. You can see how many people are actually logging in and how many people are taking tests. So you can see 2 people took tests, 45 people logged in. So you kind of want to see the login activity correlate with the test prep activity. You want to see people that are constantly taking practice tests to get better in whatever area. So the higher this test prep number is to the logins, the better it is. Below that, you're going to see the test prep analytics. You can see the tests that are taken in each area. For ACT, SAT, English, you can see different analytics for the males and females that are taken, the ethnicity, and of course this is completely customizable to the analytics that you would like. This is a just very basic overview of the type of analytics we can offer, but we can offer any kind of different analytics that you require. So we're just going to scroll down and take a quick look at all the different tests that have been taken. Lots of different tests. So it's a great way to kind of get a quick overview of not only how many students are taking advantage of the test prep, but how well they're performing. Lastly, we're going to go over the notifications. And this is just basically a center. You're going to get a notification through your email, but this is the center for all your information or all your notifications that you can come and kind of see, do I have a new test, a new chat was commented on an assignment, anything like that is all going to be here in your center, and you can see if it's highlighted in yellow, you have not clicked on this yet. If it's highlighted in white, that means you've already viewed it. And of course, you can always have these available to look back on your history and see what you need to, you know, if you missed a homework assignment or anything like that, all the notifications will be right here for you. So that's a quick overview of all the different sections in the top in the Eagle Eye Sports University, powered by Top Scholar. And lastly, we're just going to take a quick look at the tools and resources on the right. You can make a new whiteboard. You have a calculator that you can use. Of course, you can access the top drive here and here. Contacts, thesaurus, dictionary, and translate. So a lot of different tools that you can use to kind of help you prepare for whatever next class that you're going to have to take. So that's a quick overview, guys. So if you have any other questions, feel free to email us with anything you need. There's always going to be support available, and just let us know. And good luck on that next test.